up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Fit Coaching Blog, May 23rd. Fit Coaching Blog coming to you via video. What's up with that? Going live, even though this won't be live when you see it, it'll still be pretty live because of this energy, right? Today, I'm going to share about nutrition, something I've been thinking about with pertaining to nutrition and specifically ketosis, but it could span the wide range of different diets. So a lot of people, clients that I deal with, their focus is to lose weight, want to burn fat. And one of the best ways, probably the best way that I know of to burn fat consistently is to consistently be in ketosis, which defined ketosis is the metabolic state where your body is turning your own fat into an energy source called ketones by way of the liver. So that process is inside the body. You actually don't even have to eat any food. Your body will take the food that you have stored in your adipose tissue, which is your fat cells, turn that into energy, and that energy will fuel you. What's awesome about this energy is the different benefits that people report feeling as a result of being in ketosis and producing their own ketones, right? Notice I said own ketones, right? Because you can also ingest the ketones exogenously from an external source, and you will still get the sensation, the benefits of the mind, the mental clarity and things. But I'm not going to get into the benefits and things like that yet. Nutritionally, how do you get into ketosis? Is you lower the amount of carbs that you ingest, or you totally eradicate carbohydrates from your diet for an extended period of time. Most people can get into ketosis, I've seen, within like 4 days to a week. I've heard of cases like that were really protracted, where it took like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, 21 days, whatever. I feel like something else was going on there, though. It's not just like something was up. But anyway, can't prove it. I just feel that way. So you lower your carb amount, and then your body, after it runs out of glucose and glycogen to run off of, which is sugar in the body, when it runs out of that fuel source, it will revert to the other fuel source, which is your stored body fat. That metabolic state that it reverts to is what we talked about before, ketosis. All right, so today I just wanted to clarify. I just was introducing things, facts, information right there. So that's the information part. If y'all keep track with the blog, I normally go information, motivation, inspiration, or in some order of those three. That's the information right there. So we introduced to ketosis if you haven't been. Next, I want to get a little bit more information about like ketosis, I guess motivational information. What I'm noticing is that a lot of people who take ketones, and I don't think I've ever done this, but I did it a couple times, right? Not consistently. But I think that people are not thinking goals first when they're ingesting the ketones. They're thinking like the feeling. How do I want to feel? And they're not prioritizing their goal, which is going to slow you down. It might not block you from getting to your goal, but it'll slow you down. What do I mean? I mean, okay, so if you want to burn fat, your own body fat, then what you need to do is to continually be tapped into that source of energy and deplete it. Continue using it. How do you do that? Well, in terms of ketosis, what you would do is you would remain in ketosis and you would burn your own body fat, okay? So in the context of taking ketones and being in ketosis, if you take ketones, and those are ketones that come from outside your body, guess what? Your body does not have to produce as much, or even produce at all in some cases, I guess, ketones, right? So in that state, or at that time, you're basically stopping or slowing down your own fat burning. Yes, you're still using ketones for energy, but the ketones came from somewhere else. Your body isn't having to produce as much, and your body's really smart. If it is aware or becomes aware of a upsurgent energy quantity, like there's a lot more energy than normal, then it'll downregulate the amount of energy that it produces within its own system. So you gotta think about that when we're taking ketones and we're dealing with the ketogenic diet and this ketogenic lifestyle, okay? So not to like make you fear anything, but it's something to be aware of when you make decisions about what you want to ingest. Don't just like, I'm gonna take ketones 3 times a day. If you're taking ketones 3 times a day, what you're doing is, yeah, you may get a cognitive boost. You may get those other benefits that we've talked about before and that we'll talk about again in the future, just not in this video. But what you're doing is you're downregulating your body's own mechanism for turning its own fat into energy, right? And that's not really what we want if your goal is fat loss. Now, if your goal isn't fat loss and you're either maintaining or even wanting to gain like weight, muscle, and you want to be in a caloric surplus all the time instead of a caloric deficit, then what you do is, if you want to be in a caloric surplus, then you go ahead and do your ketones however many times you want, because you're gonna slow down your fat burning, and that's assuming that you're already at a fat loss goal. Like I'm at my fat loss goal for sure. I don't want to go any lower. Like I'm gonna tell you about that later in the video. It's crazy stuff. So if you want fat loss to be your goal, you want to prioritize burning your own fat for fuel, right? Ketones are a great tool. Get you into ketosis. Sometimes we have dietary incidents where we need to boost up the ketone level because we don't want to feel like crap, and we know what that's like. If we've been in ketosis for a while and then we do something that's like carb heavy, sugar heavy, maybe even drink alcohol, get you stressed, whatever it may be, that junk will affect you big time. So we use the ketone. That's our tool to get back into ketosis, reintroduce ketones to the body so that we can continue to build our keto adaptation. We're building our ability to efficiently and effectively use ketones throughout the cells of our entire body, from head to toe, inside and out. So yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to share today. That should be motivation enough, right? If you have a goal that's fat loss, you can use the ketones. I would suggest this is how I would practically do it. If you want to take ketones every day and still want to lose fat, take the ketones morning only. And throughout the day, if you're eating, whenever you're eating, just wait till you're hungry after you take the ketones early in the day. Don't keep taking the ketones because it becomes a crutch to you and it slows down fat burning, like I said, right? So take the ketones early in the morning, unless you're fasting or, you're good with not eating. And then after that, just wait until you're hungry to eat again, because during that time frame, you're going to be in fat burning mode, right? You're going to be in fat burning mode from the beginning, but you want to stay there to where you're burning fat. So your next meal will keep you in ketosis, right? So the ketones will keep you in ketosis, but your next meal will keep you in ketosis, and you're burning, hopefully, your own body fat, right? So during the break period, not while you're eating, right? Okay, so yeah, let's try doing that. Let's try to do that. We're not gonna have ketones 3 times a day. That's just not. We don't need to do that, right? Because for fat loss goals, it's unnecessary. Now, we know we got that, right? Next thing I want to share is, yesterday I got on a scale, and my progress has been really, really amazing on the ketogenic diet. The first 3 months on the ketogenic diet, I lost 17 pounds, and I was already like, not that big, but I lost weight. Pretty difficult to do. Not only did I lose weight, I lost body fat. So, and I lost muscle too, because I wasn't working out. So I was about 170 pounds. When I did the first weigh-in and I realized that I was like 170 pounds, I was like, oh my God, I do not want to weigh 170 pounds. I want to be more like 195, 200, right? So I was like, okay, so keto, I have proven that ketosis, the ketogenic diet and ketogenic lifestyle, will definitely shred fat and you will lose weight. I proved that. 3 months, I lost 17 pounds. And I know people who have lost way more than that, but I just wanted to do it for myself. So my next goal was I want to gain all the 17 pounds that I lost, but I want to lose fat. So I want to gain all muscle. Well, 2 months later, checked out the readings and I had dropped like 4% body fat and I had gained 4% muscle. It's pretty impressive. And I had gained like 17 pounds. So I gained all the weight back while dropping fat, gaining muscle only, right? Okay, so that was midway progress. So then I was like, let's just keep this process going. I want to keep going up. So I was at about 188 with 9% body fat and like 42 or something percent muscle, lean muscle mass. So yesterday I hopped on the scale May 22nd and my readings were like 196, I believe, 196 weight. So I gained like 8 more pounds. My body fat percentage went from 9 down to 6%. A little bit over 6, right? Almost 7. But dude, that's crazy. It's ridiculous. That's ridiculously crazy. And I gained 8 pounds and dropped body fat. I'm gaining strictly muscle. This is like what I've always wanted to do. I don't know if this inspires you or motivates you or whatever, but I always be like, man, I want to like gain straight muscle and like no body fat. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't care. I'll store some fat, which we'll talk about that another time. That's a concept. Once you hit your body weight goals, you don't want to go under a certain body fat percentage for sure. But sometimes I'll be like, want to gain some fat. Right now, I want to just gain muscle, straight muscle, dense, thick, strong, powerful muscle. And I gained like all muscle, 8 more pounds, right? Dropped body fat percentage 3% and gained like 2% muscle, lean body mass. Crazy stuff. So yeah, ketogenic diet is real. You can bulk on it, you can get big. You can lean on it, you can get smaller, you can get healthier, you can reverse insulin resistance, you can reverse Alzheimer's according to studies, neuralgia, nerve damage, Parkinson's and other myelination issues of the nerve have been reversed, treated, handled with the ketogenic diet. The healthy fats that you get, man, they put you in a good state. And the fact that you're decreasing the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates aren't the enemy, because I eat carbs myself and I'll carb up at times, and I target my carbs sometimes for post-workout, which I've been doing that obviously successfully because I'm gaining only muscle, basically no fat. So my carb timing is on point, and I'm gonna write a guide about that so I can help people with their carb timing for whether they want to lose weight or whether they want to gain weight. It's my mission is to coach as many people as possible to help them to feel better, look better, live better, and this all connects spiritually, right? So we get into the inspiration portion, which is like, man, like I've been wanting to do this for like a long time, like this exact thing, and feel good, and have good mental clarity, and motivation, and sustained energy. And at this point in my life, as I've gotten older, I'm 32 now. At 25, I wasn't this mentally clear. I was in pretty good shape. I probably didn't have this low body fat. I think I probably had around like 14. I was always between like 12 and 15, something like that, body fat percentage. And that's not like a huge thing, but it's freaking impressive, like to see those numbers, It's not like something that I want 5% body fat. No, that's not who I am. I don't even like really just be like, I want to look this way or da-da-da-da. I want to feel good. Ways that I want to feel. I want to feel free in my body. So lack of inflammation. Ketogenic diet has handled that for me. I'm thankful. I want to feel strong. I've been able to train hard. A lot of accounts before I got into the ketogenic diet had said that it's difficult to train heavy and it's difficult to be very explosive, when you're on the ketogenic diet because of the lack of glycogen in the muscle. But it turns out your body will store enough glycogen to keep glycogen in your muscles so that you can have it readily and available for power movements. Not only that, over time of training in a depleted glycogen state will allow mitochondrial neurogenesis, which is where mitochondria, which are the power centers, powerhouses inside each cell that turn the energy source into the actual output, the result. Those will become denser and more numerous throughout the cells of the body, especially in the muscle cells when you're training them and you're requiring them to work, right? So that's another thing. The mitochondria will become more dense, so then muscle fibers that formerly would have produced less power now will produce more power because they have more ability to convert energy into output, right? So that's another thing. I like to feel strong, like to feel free in the body. And I also like to feel clear-headed, cognitively clear, right? And being able to keep track of things. Living a spiritual life is like really big to me. And I feel like keeping track of things and being abreast at least, or like at least keeping kind of aware of all the things that are going on, whether it be momentary, whether it be things that are needed, like deadlines that are coming up, or daily things that need to be done. Man, I feel so super thankful to have so much cognitive clarity. I mean, I feel really fluid just expressing myself here to you, whoever I'm talking to today, about what I'm talking about. I mean, I feel no pressure at all. Just really, really clear. I hope it's concise and clear for you to understand. But this is something that has changed my life. So, I mean, this is really the inspirational part of it. It keeps you grounded, keeps you really, really able to focus. You feel a lot less pressure, you feel a lot less stress. Your body adapts quickly. Like last night I went to the gym at 11, so I got home at like 1, and I got up at 6:30. Right, so I went to bed at like 2, got up at 6:30. Do I look sleepy? I might to some people. I don't feel sleepy at all. Ketones, man, ketosis. But yeah, I'm about to sign off. I hope that I was able to help you today. If there's any questions, please, in the comments below, since this will be on YouTube, or as part of the blog, also comments below, or hit me up, memphisfit@gmail.com, or on the messengers, memphisfit in Instagram, also Fit Camp in the Facebook group. All right, y'all have a beautiful, blessed, prosperous, abundant day. Peace.